Okay, we are at Squire's Castle, and I wrote down a few of the things so I could let you guys know. The castle is made out of silt stone, but now it's called Euclid bluestone. It was originally owned by Fergus Squire, built in the 1890s, and he bought 525 acres. He was born in England. He moved to America when he was 10. And he built and owned his own oil refinery. He sold the castle, or lodge as a lot of people call it, in 1922. And in 1925, the Metro Parks bought it and all the land. The standing structure here was to be the gatekeeper's lodge, and a huge home was supposed to be built behind it. The Squire family used this only as a weekend retreat because they never did build the big home behind it. Inside, I'll take you guys inside too. It used to have white plaster walls, leaded windows, and elegant woodwork. Now there's nothing in there. I'll go ahead and tell you a little bit more once we get inside. There's some cute little legends about this. Okay, the legend was that Mrs. Rebecca Squire was a city girl. She did not like living out in the country. And you know, back when they bought this, there was 525 acres. So the legend is that she was so afraid that she would roam, because she couldn't sleep, she would roam all through this with a red light. And you know, back then they had leaded windows. Now there's none. And she's seen a reflection, they say, or something that was outside peeking in at her. So she ran to flee the whatever was looking at her. And when she did, she fell and broke her neck. But in reality, she did die at a very, very young age. Let's see, this was built in, what'd I say? In the 1890s. Or 1890s. Yeah. And she died in 1929. So they had already sold this when she had died. And they had moved to Millionaire's Row. So it doesn't say how she died, but she had already passed away. All right, let me show you around a little bit. This is what it, see up there? Now, like I said, this was originally built to be the gatekeeper's house. Used to have several bedrooms. The walls used to be, like I said, out of the white plaster. Beautiful woodwork, elegant, they said. And I think this could have been the room they were talking about that used to be like the man's, you know, where the men would come and sit. He would have all of his animals that he had stuffed. And I'm not sure. This could have been, you know, I'm thinking this part that we're in right now, they had an outside kitchen.
That's the entrance way.
This is the entrance? Okay. This is just the entrance. But as you can see, that's the room that we just came out of. And then steps to go up into the other room. Does it say, you know, they need a sign in each room stating what they were.
Well, that sign you took thing told you.
Well, I know, but I can't tell. Now, this probably was the second floor then. Did they have two floors?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Oh, it doesn't say, does it?
But I'm sure they did, because the bedrooms were probably where you're at now.
Yeah. My husband's going to go look at that sign again because I can't.
Hall.
Oh, this was the Great Hall?
Yeah.
Well, they said
the
that.
kitchen was that big area back there.
Yeah.
And the two rooms were living areas.
Okay, if this was the Great Hall, people, it's not very big.
No.
And they said that it had Oh, I can't remember all the details, but you know, like I was saying, the animal heads and really detailed woodwork, and maybe he had them all
No,
up
that was
here.
in the library.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, the library, or that was his library. That had all the animal
Oh,
heads
okay.
and all of that in that first
Okay,
room there.
that
was
is
the fireplace.
that makes more sense. I'm sorry, people. This is the view. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm sure it was all wooded back then. Beautiful arches. Look at that.
I would say they had to have had a second story because they've got the metal bars that would come
Oh,
out
yeah, you're right.
and stuff.
Yeah, see there?
And they've got windows, if you come in here,
Yeah.
well, there too, they got windows up high.
Oh, those are really up
And it looks
high.
like where the bars were, and there's a second floor.
Okay, let's go up here on this floor.
All the way, see the ledge all the way around, like there's a second floor.
Oh, right there. Yep. See right there? That is a ledge. And it goes up to open sky.
And then this was the kitchen area.
Oh, there was, see here, honey, there was a window that had been
Yeah.
covered up. And then there's one on
There's
the
one.
other side.
Over here too.
Hope I'm not making you guys dizzy, because it's making me a little dizzy. All right, let's go to the left. Oh, there's a picture of them. I'll hold it for a second, then you guys can pause it. Okay, let's go into this room. Does it say what this one is? It's probably,
Both of those, it just says living areas.
okay, so it could have been a bedroom even, maybe. Because it said several bedrooms, unless they were upstairs. That thing didn't show anything about
Upstairs.
an upstairs, but by everything the way it looks, this people have actually climbed up there and wrote their names. Okay, focus, there you go. And then we'll just go straight across. Really wish that I had my selfie stick. Been a lot easier. And this is almost like identical.
Yeah, they're about the same. Imagine trying to heat this in the wintertime up here.
Well, I cannot because they get a lot of snow because of lake effect snow. All right, this was the kitchen you said?
This was the kitchen.
Well, they at one time had to have had a stove. There's bricks that have been. Okay, let's take a look around
And then
here.
that's just the porch, it said.
Now, I tell you what, I would love to have a kitchen like this. Look at those windows. Look at the view. Now, back in here was where they were going to, well, they planned on building the big house. It was going to be like a country home. I would have loved to have seen if they had plans or anything, how that one would have looked. And then these are the windows facing the front, I guess you would say. All right, what about this? Is this the kitchen?
No, this is just a porch.
Okay, this is where they ate at a lot of times, they said. They called it the open kitchen. Now, we've been up here one other time, and they were having a wedding. So I know that people do come up here for weddings and all that. I'll come out here so that you can see from the back view. Or side, I should say. Alright. I'll be back in a minute. We're going to see if we can find something interesting back here. Okay, this is the back of it. And again, this is called Squire's Castle, even though it was really only built to be a lodge for the gatekeeper. Alright, this is the back of the property, so I have no idea where they would have planned on building the big home, but it would have taken an extreme amount of work because there are hills and little creeks throughout the area. There's also black bears back here. I've lived in Ohio all my life except for 2 years when we lived in Kentucky. I've never seen one. I would love to see one at a distance. And here's some of the cicadas. All different types of insects. Now they have had to build that up a little bit there. Probably to keep that stream open, I would imagine. Okay, I think I'm going to end the little video right here. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And if you haven't subscribed, would you please do so? I would really appreciate it. I'm trying to grow this little channel of mine. And everybody have a great, blessed day. I sure have. It's been enjoyable learning about all kinds of things up in this area. Okay, just one more look around. Bye-bye.